Welcome to Shibuya, and I forbid you from leaving till the end of this video. Today, we're bringing something exciting to the table, and it's a topic that has got anime fans buzzing with anticipation and sometimes fury. Without further ado, we're talking about the most powerful anime organizations, ranked. The gangs on our list today are either groupies of organized criminals or S-tier heroes, and they're so powerful they could upset the weight scale like an overweight kid. While others can't exactly belong to the villain or hero groupie, it's safe to say we can identify them as the theys-thems of this list. Alright, let's start this list with the GOAT group, the Akatsuki. They are, without question, one of the most iconic and powerful organizations in anime and the Naruto verse. They are the bad guys, yet their influence stretches far and wide, beyond our television screens. I'm talking about the little cosplays going on. Their combined strength, diverse abilities, and OP members make them a force of nature as a team with the most powerful and feared individuals. Some iconic associates of the group are Pain, Itachi, Obito, Conan, Deidara, and, of course, the most powerful, Madara. Their goal? To collect the tailed beasts and create the moon-sized headache known as the Infinite Tsukuyomi. In simple terms, world domination.
This world shall know pain.
Not only do they have the world's most dysfunctional team dynamic, but their powers could literally wipe out entire villages before lunch. Let's face it, when the Akatsuki are involved, everyone's doomed. Leaving its devastating mark on number 6 is Bleach's Espada. Unpopular opinion, but the Espada are the world's most stylish villains. No shade to Grunz and whatever he had going on. The Espada are the top-ranked group of Arankars, which is basically a mix of Soul Reapers and Hollows. These 10 superpowered beings possess devastating powers and abilities. They are immensely powerful, each one representing a unique aspect of death or fear, which is reflected in their personalities. They possess skills ranging from regeneration and ultra transformations to vast amounts of physical and spiritual energy. Some of their devastating members are Coyote Stark, Ulquiorra Cypher, Baragon, Tia, but they also have Aizen as their leader to do his dirty work. And because Aizen's idea of a good time is destroying entire realms while sipping tea, even till today, they remain the best antagonists and one of the most iconic villains from Bleach. At number 5, we've got pirates, not from the Caribbean, the Straw Hat Pirates. This ragtag group of misfits, led by Luffy, somehow manages to stay on top of the pirate world, and they do it with a mix of teamwork and ridiculous abilities. With the amounts of battles they encountered, I could raise a theory that they eat do not give up cereal for breakfast. These pirates make it through fights by sheer force of will. They've taken down emperors, giants, and entire armies. Some of their iconic members are Zoro, Nami for obvious reasons, Usopp, Nico Robin, and Luffy, carrying the whole group on his tiny shoulders as their strongest member. No surprise here though, his Gear 5 transformation is basically the moment he became a walking, talking, unstoppable force of nature. Now imagine the power punch the Straw Pirates pull off as a team. Their primary goal right from the group's first kickoff is for their captain, Luffy, to become the Pirate King. Of course, they must find the legendary treasure known as One Piece at the end of the Grand Line, which is why they must reach the pinnacle of piracy in their anime verse. Up next is probably a group you've been expecting, the Hero Association, One Punch Man. They're by far the most chaotic group of superheroes, and they're also the least organized. This could have easily been Black Clover's Black Bulls, but the defining term is superheroes. They're a group created with the aim of defeating monsters, criminals, and various threats. They've fought off alien invasions, dealt with giant monsters, and made sure their world doesn't descend into absolute chaos. But yes, that doesn't change the fact that some of them really are the shittiest piece of goo to ever exist, being in the Hero Association for their own gain. However, the man single-handedly carrying the entire team is Saitama. He would stomp on these heroes' necks and later hit the barbershop to fix up his non-existent hairline. For someone who can destroy an entire planet with a sneeze, that's pretty OP if you ask me. Another special recognition is Tatsumaki. Her psychokinesis is not only continental, she's a force that can't be easily taken down. Well, unless it's Saitama she's facing. Moving on with the list. The 10 Commandments from the 7 Deadly Sins sits pretty at number 3. When you need a group of demon warriors with serious attitude problems, the 10 Commandments are your go-to. They're an elite squad of warriors who serve the Demon King, and their goal, in one word, is destruction. This group of diabolical menaces was created when the Demon King split half of his power into 10 fragments, each representing 10 commandments, which the wielder derives their powers from. They've spent centuries sowing chaos, conquered kingdoms, taken down literal gods, and made everyone wish they'd never crossed them. As demons, they possess immense physical strength, magical abilities, and resilience. Their abilities can significantly alter the course of a fight, allowing them to easily overpower opponents and those who break the commandments. The most iconic members are Zeldris, Estarossa, and Droll, the wannabe Hulk. In second place, we've got the heavy metal Gotei 13 from Bleach. They're heavy metal, also a force to be reckoned with, as Yamamoto Mustache baldly happens to be at the pinnacle of this group. The Gotei 13 is an elite group of soul reapers tasked with keeping the balance of the world. They're considered an extremely powerful fighting force of the Soul Society in Bleach. The team is made up of 13 captains who lead 13 divisions to maintain peace in the Soul Society. Each captain possesses immense spiritual energy and mastery over their abilities, making them capable of taking down formidable opponents or an entire army. I'm talking about godlike abilities that render them invincible, which basically means they get to stab hollows and have all the fun to themselves. Plus, their captain meetings are just as wild. Some of its iconic members are Aizen, Zaraki, Shunsui, Unohana, and of course, Yamamoto. Finally, at the peak of the list, we've got Z-Fighters sitting gloriously at number 1. The Z-Fighters, also known as Earth's Special Forces, is a group led by Kakarot Goku. If you've ever seen that meme reference, "Can he beat Goku though?" then you know why they're number 1 on this list. The Z-Fighters are that group that keeps getting stronger every time they break a sweat. They're like a cheat code gang who get insane power-ups just for existing and breathing. They've outmatched continental battles and their fights become universal. In other words, they've saved the universe more times than I can count. These guys have taken on space emperors, androids, and gods, and they've won. Usually. They might be the only group where losing and then getting a million times stronger is just a part of the normal routine. Some of the most iconic members are the Prince of Scions and bald-headed Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, Android 17, then 18, who went from feared villain to kitchen duty, and then there's Goku, the heavy metal. If you throw in Super Saiyan transformations that make him glow like a walking solar flare, with Ultra Instinct form that can dodge attacks so fast it's like he's dancing in a battle. This guy never runs out of energy, not to mention his Spirit Bomb, enough to potentially blow up an entire galaxy. Boom! Alright folks, we've taken a rundown of 7 of the most powerful anime organizations. Did you identify they/them on the list? On this note, we've come to the end of this video. Let us know in the comments what group should have made it and if you agree with this list. Finally, you can now leave Shibuya, but don't forget to hit the bell icon so we see you in the next upload.